Okay, let's do this thing. NXT review tonight, folks. What do we got? A big show, big show. NXT is going on. So, what do we got this week, huh? What do we really have this week with NXT? We do kick it off with Dakota Kai versus Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes, I believe, is next in line for the NXT Women's title, or as the commentary like to say about this match, the best women's division in the world. They've been really saying that a lot lately. They really have. Don't get me wrong, still a top division down there, but they've been saying it's the best in the world now for a good minute. Honestly, I didn't really know how this match was going to work, given this is a heel versus heel, like who's really the face here and all this, because it looked like they could have went face with, Raquel Gonzalez after she won the belt, but, obviously, like I said, all these women are heel out here, so who's really the face and whatnot. The match was pretty good, though. Of course, Gonzalez had got involved. Her and, Martinez having to stare down and whatnot, but ended up being a DQ finish. Raquel coming in, beating up Martinez, throwing her into the, into the barricade and the turnbuckle, and even hit like a long dart into the barricade also, basically starting yelling at her on the ground after that. So I'm assuming Mercedes Martinez is face, but then again, when was she ever a face? Then again, when are any of these women faces right here? Who's really a face in this situation? So it's a heel versus heel thing going on. And obviously Dakota and Raquel are heels because they basically healed it up right here. And, Raquel attacking Gonzalez during the match and a DQ finish. So who's the face here? Looking forward to the match, but still, who are the faces here? Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart. I guess we're in the back talking about the way. I guess they're going to be facing against them soon, but they got to deal with the Robert Stone brand tonight. Next thing you know, Taya, I guess, got him some flowers, and like Candy said they have a secret admirer or something, and there's some Dexter Loomis, which Moon and them say, hey, I'm married, so I don't have that. It must be for you, Shotzi. But she said, no, I don't need the flowers. No, you take it, okay? So they had that interview. Cameron Grimes was at a jewelry shop, of course, trying to get some bling and whatnot, saying, I want myself a Rolex and everything, but I guess he was going to be trying to find the right Rolex, so we'll come back to him later. The Grizzly Young Vets are out there cutting a promo, talking about MSK, talking about they're the leaders of the tag team division, and that they would soon to be recognized until Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher came out. Basically say you guys want to call yourselves the Grizzly Young Veterans and whatnot. And, he and Thatcher, we know how to be leaders also and whatnot. And Ciampa basically said, we are the next tag team champions. And, we've been watching you guys. We've been taking notes, watched some footage of y'all. And Thatcher talked about how the UK crowd used to chant shoes off. Listen, I don't know much about NXT UK. I don't really watch a lot of it, so I'm assuming it goes down there like that. But they started talking about Gibson then. Ciampa ended up taking off his boot. And then he ended up hitting the Grizzled Young Veterans in the face with it then after that. So they end up beating up Grizzled Young Vets and just knocking them out of the ring. I don't know why they call in both Ciampa and Thatcher Toothless Timmy and Toothless Timmy and Old Man Thatcher. Thatcher's not Thatcher. Ciampa's not that old. Don't get me wrong. I say he looked old when he had hair. It looked like he aged 10 years when he grew his hair out, but I don't think Ciampa's that old. What is he like, Wolverine Logan now all of a sudden? And Toothless Timmy there, folks. Toothless Timmy. Both of those names sound really corny how they made it look like, okay? But obviously I feel like GYD is being fed to them. So, like I said, Thatcher and Ciampa are still a team because Thatcher hasn't really been seen in a minute anyway. So I guess they're going to keep both of these two together as a team. But when I just hear, like, Toothless Timmy and Old Man Ciampa, it's like, what kind of team name, what kind of names are that? Well, literally, what kind of names are that? Toothless Timmy out there, folks. Toothless Timmy. Old Man Thatcher. Old Man Ciampa. Tia Lee, Boa, and Mei Ling look like they had like one of the Death Row covers and whatnot for Death Row Records for some reason. But saying Tian Sha, just a quick promo. Swerve was in the studio. Most likely will never have that album never come out, or he still hasn't made a diss record about Leon Ruff. Miz and Morrison already kind of beat him to the punch on that right now with diss records. But talking about Leon Ruff, he didn't know he had it in him. So next week, Falls Count Anywhere. You want to play games? I'm going to play games with your life. So, we'll see how that goes next week. Toni Storm came out talking about she made Zoe Stark famous at TakeOver, and I guess she was facing some rookie in the ring, Zeta Raymer. I think I said that name right. Basically, as this match went on, Zoe Stark got on the apron distraction, and then Zeta ended up in a big shooting star press for the win. I'm very surprised. Toni Storm been taking a lot of losses lately. I don't know, man. It's not Tony time right now for some reason. Really, sorry, my teeth are messing up, but I really don't know what they're doing with Toni Storm. Why is she jobbing? Why is she jobbing this much? I'm trying to understand that, because I'm surprised they don't put Toni Storm in a higher position on the card in the women's division. But kind of taking a lot of L's right now, which of course they're making Zoe Stark, which she gets a lot of TV time too, but she's taking a lot of L's lately also. But Toni Storm, perhaps she's taking L's to rookies out here. So not really sure what's going on with that or this feud, but yeah, I don't know why Toni Storm's really losing a lot of matches lately. Eli Drake cut a promo, just talking about Indy Hartwell being a Pop-Tart and everything, and get a Tinger and her loins and whatnot. So basically helping for that distraction win last week. Everrise shows up. Do they rule? No, but they are the discount Young Bucks trying to promote their merch. But then again, who's worse on the mic right now, the Young Bucks or Everrise? I don't know. Every time I see Everrise, it's like channel changing heat. Everrise, do they rule? No, they don't rule. But they are discount Bucks. They look like, at least they got more energy than the Bucks, though, nowadays. Because I'm not going to get started on their promos right now. But you've already heard me call them high school community theaters. So, yeah, Everrise, do they rule? No, they don't. Bronson Reed went against Austin Theory. Of course, the weight was out there. Good match, even though I saw it a few weeks ago. Good match. Dexter Lumis ended up coming out. Him and Indy having to stare down on the apron and whatnot. But Theory ended up knocking Lumis off the apron. Then I guess Lumis ended up knocking Indy out of the way so she didn't get hit. And Bronson Reed ended up hitting the Tsunami for the win. So I guess he's now the #1 contender to go against Johnny Gargano again for the North American title then after that. So he's back in the picture for that title. But yeah, the Indy Dexter Index story thing continues, okay? Which Gargano and them were pretty much pissed and told Indy, you need to go fix this right now. This is her fault. So, y'all better handle your business and everything. Finn Balor, I guess he will be back next week on NXT. Basically showing him on vacation in Mexico with his wife. Some would say breaking kayfabe. Why do we need to show him being on vacation? Why would you say he's coming back next week? We haven't seen Finn Balor since he lost the title at TakeOver a few weeks ago. But I guess he's just been enjoying his vacation right now that they had to show it. Just chilling. Just chilling. That's Balor for you. Imperium went against Killian Day and Drake Maverick. Spud. Good match, but I think the story right here is just, Killian Dane. I think they're trying to get Killian Dane to join Imperium and whatnot, but he, because Wolf was going to hit him with the chair, but I think Aichner stopped him, don't hit him with the chair then. And basically went back to focus on the match when I got the pin over Spud, Aichner with the European bomb. But I still think they're going to try to get Killian Dane to join the Imperium group and whatnot. That's what I see happening in all this, okay? So I expect something, because since they sent Walter back to the UK, apparently, I believe, we'll see what happens with that. Pete Dunne was in the back talking about all, the champions right now in NXT, and that, he's the toughest and everything. So he's basically calling everybody up that's got a title on NXT right now. Grimes, back at the jewelry shop, gonna get this gold watch and everything. He was about to get it, and, someone showed up his $1 million watch, and who do we get? The $1 million man himself, Ted DiBiase. Not going to go to that whole, scam or the... What was he? Trouble like some thing with a church or something? I'm not going to go into that right now. But Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, doing his, of course, his laugh. Everybody's got a price. As Grimes looked and says, "Damn you, Ted DiBiase." So you knew Ted DiBiase was going to be showing up at one point, since they kept talking about him almost every other week. So could this be a one-off thing? I don't know. But the $1 Million Man was back in the WWE, and I don't know how long when. So yeah, Ted DiBiase, folks. Everybody's got a price. I cannot do the laugh, but hey, I tried though. Adam Cole was being interviewed. I don't even know who this guy was. The interviewer. I think he's from ESPN. I think that's where they got that Vink dude from Raw, from. I don't know. But Cole talked about how, he didn't need to carry the Undisputed Era anymore. He's been in NXT for over 4 years now. And that the Undisputed Era turned their back on him. And, people saying Kyle O'Reilly's the face of NXT. I don't know about that. But Cole said O'Reilly's not ready for the main event. I'm kind of going up and down on that. Cole basically said O'Reilly is insecure about being the main event or even a world title contender. And that he is. Cole, saying as long as he's been in NXT, O'Reilly, he's now just having this spot, okay? I've been had this spot, all right? And then he talked about Karrion Kross. That Kross is good. Not sure if he's great. That injury he had was a freak accident, but, maybe he's not ready to be the champion, but he is going to come back for that title when he chooses, though. But, he's pissed off at people, talking about O'Reilly half the time. And you'll see the best Adam Cole you have ever seen, okay? And then he says he's done with this interview. It's too hot outside. I'm out. And then they show Kyle O'Reilly watching, of course, wearing his emo band clothes. Number one, do we really need to... Does O'Reilly even need to be looking at Cole like, dude, he already beat him, so why do we need to continue this? It doesn't need to happen anymore. He won, okay? Cole, some people thought he was going to the main roster. Obviously not. So, of course, he's going to be sticking around in NXT because everybody would complain if he goes to the main roster right now and somehow, some way, they end up messing it up. And people are going by the size thing, which would be true also. But Cole, obviously, will be still sticking in NXT, though, for the time being. What's next for him? I don't know. But I don't need to see him versus O'Reilly anymore. But in the main event, though, we got Legado Del Fantasma. Cool-looking mask, by the way. Versus MSKushida out there. I will say this is the best Legado Del Fantasma has looked in a while. They look like vicious killers out there, systematically destroying Kushida, throwing him through the table first, and then beating the hell out of MSK in the ring, taking down Dez throughout most of the match until Wentz got in. Kushida tried to make the save, but it did not work for him, and he got hit with the Phantom Driver as the rest of Legado Del Fantasma hit the finisher onto Wentz for the win. So I will say this is the strongest that Legado has looked in a very long time. They look like vicious killers out there. Okay, obviously they're going back for those titles and whatnot, but they look strong because they haven't looked strong in a very long time. So this is probably like the strongest they've looked, especially going after the tag titles and the cruiserweight titles. Kushida changed his look up every week, I'll say that. He's got boots this week, folks. He's Marty McFly 1 week. He's a time splitter another week. He's got no shoes on, so he's an MMA fighter. Then he's got blue jeans and a black tank top on. Kushida, will they ever pick a look for him? I don't know, but we'll see. Other than that, NXT was good. Not bad of a show, I will say that. Setting up some stuff here and there. Cool to see Ted DiBiase. I guess some people will be returning next week, and they got a lot of no DQ matches or street fights next week on the show also. So we'll see what goes on with that. A lot of tag matches, very tag heavy out there. I can go on from that point also. Like I said, don't get why they're still giving Tony Storm a lot of L's out there. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Somewhat heel versus heel with the women in the beginning. Martinez and Gonzalez going on. Reed wasn't that bad, but we saw that match a couple weeks ago. The Cole interview was pretty good, but like I said, I don't think O'Reilly needs to go after Cole anymore. Like, you beat him already. What do you need to face him at this point? You beat him, okay? So, yeah, that's my NXT review. That's my NXT review there, folks, all right? So, yeah, other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodNight890. Check out any other review that's uploading online right now. Raw, Rebellion, and we got to come back tomorrow night with the AEW review, okay? So, yeah, other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. My teeth hurt.